me. Feel me everything that you've denied me. I've got the feeling within me. Electricity and it's rising. All of the pain I'm disguising. This plan that I've been devising. I've got the feeling within me. Becoming something that you can't touch. I don't think that I'll ever have enough. It defies all comprehension, and it's leading to my reinvention. And this feeling is something you just can't see, but it's cutting down deep in the heart of me. It's made me arrive at dissension, and it lays bare all my intentions. I wanted to be alright, trying to forge my way. It's going on tonight. I've got the feeling within me. Wanted to be alright, trying to forge my way. It's going on tonight. I've got the feeling within me. I've got the feeling within me. I've got the feeling within me. Something so close but I can't grab it. In my grasp but they won't let me have it. Increasingly I'm sick and I've had it. I've got the feeling within me. Bruised and broken from this situation. All the rage has been twisted and shaken. So sorry, perhaps I'm mistaken. I've got the feeling within me, and it lights up blaze within my mind. My inferno is glowing. It leaves me blind to the world, and it's nothing I wanted. And I'm left feeling afraid and affronted. There isn't one single thing I can cling to. All that I have is this music I bring you. On a road leading deep into nowhere. This world where nobody fucking cares. I wanted to be alright, trying to forge my way. It's going on tonight. I've got the feeling within me. Wanted to be alright, trying to forge my way. It's going on tonight. I've got the feeling within me. I've got the feeling within me. Listening to what you say. My skepticism isn't founded in fiction. It's not the first time I wish this away. I wanted to be alright, trying to forge my way. It's going on tonight. I've got the feeling within me. Wanted to be alright, trying to forge my way. It's going on tonight. I've got the feeling within me. 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 I've got the feeling within me.
Who's got the feeling within them tonight? I hope y'all do. I am Thomas Christ. This is Thomas Christ Live. Let's say hello to the people that are here. Hello to Kim Harden Hudson. Hello, Dave. Hello, Wi-Fi. Hello, Marcus Cannell. Hello to Clayton Von Kluge. Hello to Bear. Bear noticed my glasses in the intro. I actually do wear... I don't really need them that much, but I only need them for distance vision, but yeah, I do wear them everyone. I don't wear them on the stream. Hello to Cy Effin. Hello, Sean Chandler. Hello to Dr. Sorters. Hello to, let's see who else. We got, hello to, Mike and Dawn Janice Music. Hello. And did I miss anyone? I hope I didn't. So anyway, I am What I'm doing tonight is I am redoing kind of the stream that I did last week because, see, last week I had a lot of internet issues at the end of the show, and I just felt like sometimes you need a do-over, you know? And so tonight is a do-over, but it's not because I'm doing different songs. Some of the songs, especially at the end, will be the same as last week, but a lot of them at the beginning will be totally different. So sit back, relax, pull up a chair, pull up a drink, pull up a vape. I'm going to have some right now. There we go. And enjoy this musical journey that we're going to go on tonight, where I'm playing new music only from my album from 2020, Virus Infect, my album from 2021. This September, I released The Creator, and then this October, I released an EP called My Inferno, and that's where that song that you just heard came from. So now we're gonna go back to my The Creator album, and yeah, as Mike and Dawn Janice says, do-overs always allowed. So I'm gonna go back to the Creator album, and I'm gonna do this one, which I apparently haven't done since September. This is one called Brand New Revelation. So let's check this one out. I'll get my lyrics up too, because that'll probably make things slightly easier. So let's rock this one. Brand New Revelation from The Creator.
Could have told you draw a star and invent a nation. Might you never thought you could hold has become your burning revelation. Not in some book from the past, but thin words of indoctrination. Within you, truth that will last. No limit to imagination. You are the God of your world. When you initiate creation, smart as the devil with the power of Thor. This is your brand new revelation. When you put pen to the page, or scream your words shining in the red light, that's when your power is engaged, and your fire will explode and ignite. Some people just won't understand. They will all become your Judas someday. Wield your torch and stick to your plan. You will triumph while they rot and decay. You are the God of your world. When you initiate creation, smart as the devil with the power of Thor. This is your brand new revelation. You'll be a big success. Fuck what they say. It only raises stress. Build your kingdom. Starts with a lonely brick. Clock keeps winding.
That was brand new Revelation off of the 2020 album, The Creator. Let's say hello. We got some more people in the house, which is always very cool. Hello, set up by Marshall. What's up? Great rock and roll musician. If you haven't heard his stuff, you should really check it out. Let's see, John David Lease, JDL in the house. Let's see if did I miss anyone else? All right. I think we're good. All right, cool. Yeah. So thank you very much, Dave. Thank you, Clayton. Thank you, Bear. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Wi-Fi's in the house. I don't know if I mentioned Wi-Fi. Another awesome artist that frequently is featured on the show You Rock, which I'm going to talk about in a second. First of all, I do have some merch. If you want to check that out, that's in the links are down in the description. Hello, Brad Example. What's up? How are you doing? Hope you're doing as well as possible. So down in the description, we got the Thomas Christ merch store. You can get a t-shirt with Thomas Christ logo on it. You can get a Thomas Christ Live t-shirt if you really love the live show. And you can also get a coffee mug. I know it's Christmas. Christmas is right around the corner, so hey, makes a great stocking stuffer. People will be like, hey, what's this Thomas Christ guy all about? Anyway, so there you go. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I just mentioned You Rock, so that comes up on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you haven't had a track played on You Rock, or if it's been a while, get your track in, because lots of cool stuff happening. The show was originally 2 hours, but because people are so awesome, it's been closer to 3 hours lately, which is cool. I'll keep going because there's nothing really else going on. I'm also wanted to mention, and I don't even have a graphic for it. I was like scrambling to get this show together because I got done with work. YML started. Pete Johns, YML. Hey, Lily Pillies are here. Colin Stanton, how you doing? YML started, so I'm watching YML. I'm setting the show up. So, but what I'm planning to do, and you're gonna have to stay tuned to the community tab on this channel, or you can go to the Facebook page, Thomas Christ Music. I'm thinking on Monday evening at same time as You Rock. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a Christmas special. I could have done it today, but I just don't have the time to prepare anything that's really extravagant. So that's why I want to do that. So I'm not 100% sure, but keep it right here to the channel, and I'll definitely let you know about that. But if I do it, probably going to be 6 p.m. on Monday, and do a little bit of a Christmas special because that'll be the last show for the year for Thomas Christ Live. So I want to do something because I did last year. Yeah, so stay tuned for more info on that. All right, cool. Let's go to this one. We're going to stick with The Creator. And just to show, like, there's a lot of different styles on this album, I'm going to go to this song here, The Art That Makes the World Go Round. So this one's more like an electronic, more disco, and yeah. I like it. It's popular when I do the request shows. People ask for this one a lot. So let's do this. The Art That Makes the World Go Round.
This is a worldwide exhibition, not just art, this is a mission, and we've gotta get it started for sure. We are the lords of our creation. Let's take it to the nations. They are hungry and they're starving for more. All it takes is a big idea. One in our hands is worth 10,000 in the bin. And once we've got it, we will never lose. Come from behind and now we're ready to win. It's us, we're the ones. We've got to stand together with the art that makes the world go round. Enough with the hating, we're lords of our creation. With the art that makes the world go round. Art that makes the world go round. Enough with the hating, we're lords of our creation. With the art that makes the world go round. More than just aesthetic, it's peaceful and pathetic. And we're changing our global priorities. True genius, but we're scented, still cunning like a leopard, and opposing the oppressive authorities. Might be weak when we're alone, but strong when we're together, like a pantheon of gods from antiquity. If you get in our way, you better start to pray. With steam rolling straight to total ubiquity. It's us, we're the ones. We've got to stand together with the art that makes the world go round. Enough with the hating, we're lords of our creation. The art that makes the world go round. It's us, we're the ones. We've got to stand together with the art that makes the world go round. Enough with that hating, we're lords of our creation. The art that makes the world go round. Here we go. This is the art that makes the world go round. Just step to the side when you hear the sound of makers, creators, performers, illustrators, writers, unite as well, heavyweight fighters, the gods of today, and there's no time like the present to jump to the fore and represent. Connected to this worldwide imminent onset of creative ascent. Ride this wave and connect your brain to the imagination train before you go insane. Build new thoughts, new ideas, connections. It all builds to a point of reflection until it forms an inception. And never worry about perfection. Never be afraid, don't ever be ashamed. At the end of the day, our reward will be claimed. We're the ones, we've gotta stand together with the art that makes the world go round. Enough with the hating, we're lords of our creation. With the art that makes the world go round. It's us, we're the ones, we've gotta stand together with the art that makes the world go round. Enough with that hating, we're lords of our creation. With the art that makes the world go round.
There you go. Art that makes the world go round. That's what most of us are artists, and that's what we do. We make it all happen. We make it all possible. So don't forget, you're the ones. All of us. All of us together are the ones that can change the direction the world goes in, and we set the standard. Thank you so much, Hambo. Thank you, Clayton. Thank you, Doc Zorders. Thank you, Dave. All right. Colin is cooking. He doesn't want to burn the grub. Yeah, don't burn any grub. You want your grubs not burnt. That would be ideal. Sean's talking about amplitude. Yeah, I used to use Amplitude on PC. Amplitude was great. Now I use since I'm in the Mac world and I'm using Logic, I just use the Logic amps. But the Amplitude had some great stuff in it. I've not really messed around too much with the iOS version. I hear that's pretty good, but it's only inter-app audio. So my recommendation for iOS, what I'm using right now on my vocals, is ToneStack Pro. Hell of an app, and it's AUV3, and it works great. But you can't go wrong. There's a lot of different ones. There's the Spark amps, of course, and whatever that's called. The Bias Effects. This is the other one. Yeah, a little bit expensive, but worth the money if you can afford it. All right, cool. I'm gonna go to this one. We're gonna go back to 2020. And so in 2020, of course, things happened in the world, and kind of what got me back into making music was the events of 2020, and all of a sudden, I had a lot of free time on my hands. Dave asked if I use a webcam. I don't know exactly what model is, but it's a Nexago. It's a 1080p camera. I don't know. Got it off Amazon. Wasn't very expensive, but works really well. So, 2020 got me back because I hadn't done anything with Thomas Christ in 5 years at that point, and we found ourselves with a lot of time, and I think we can all sort of relate to that. So I set to work on making an album called Virus Infect, and this was, we were in a new... this is one of those events that changed the world probably permanently to one degree or another. And so I wrote this song, the first track on the album, called New Paradigm of Fear. So I'm going to do that one now. This is New Paradigm of Fear from the album Virus Infect.
Paranoid and trapped, there's no way out, no escape. What's been unleashed cannot be caged. No remorse and no reverse. What can't be seen can hurt you still. Hidden threat. Are we just slaves in our own homes? A time for despair or a time for panic? Digging up our mess. Should we pray or should we confess? There's only tragedy here in this new paradigm of fear. Worldwide apocalypse of now, Armageddon going viral. We're live and choking on the stream. as consciousness begins to fade. There is no time we cannot waste. Clock is ticking. This loneliness is our salvation. Isolation keeps us sterile. Cleaning up our mess. Should we pray or should we confess? There's only tragedy here in this new paradigm of fear. Riot with no ground. In this new order we have found our voice, but no one hears the sound. Always screaming, yes, yes, loud. Cleaning up our mess. Should we pray or should we confess? There's only tragedy here in this new paradigm of fear. Is mother cleaning up our mess? Should we pray or should we confess? There's only tragedy here.
That was New Paradigm of Fear. We didn't know what kind of a paradigm of fear we were headed into when we started that process back in 2020. Was it going to last a week, a month, a year, 2 years? Who knows? But anyway, so yeah. So it was definitely kind of like the first... and I think like I wrote this song in order, or the album in order, because it was like my feelings about the way things were going as they were going. And I really could have like kept Virus Infect going till this year and made it a dual disc album. I might need a Virus Infect 2 at this point. Thank you, Doctor's Orders. Thank you, Clayton. Thank you, JDL. Thank you, Sean Chandler. Thank you, Hambo. Thank you, Clayton. All right. Very cool. So yeah. I'm not doing Doctor's Orders is no, the Lily Pillies were cutting grass, which I find really fascinating. Pete John says we will be open again by Easter, Orange Dude. We will be open again by Easter, believe me. And Easter of 2021, 22, 25, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. But so the Lily Pillies are cutting grass out in the heat of Australia. I will say, like, if you want an argument in favor of climate change, I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we're in the middle of winter, and it was like 60 degrees the other day, Fahrenheit, which is like, probably 20 or so Celsius, 15 to 20, somewhere in there. So pretty warm for our. I'm not minding though. Like, I'm not complaining, but it is weird. I'm just noting it as it is very unusual that we would be as warm as we've been. But anyway, I'll take it over what we usually get. I think this time last year we were buried in snow. So cool. All right. So I don't know about you, but I like to write songs at night. And on the Creator album, I made a song about it. Clayton Von Cluj says politics suck. So politics, I don't want to say politics suck. The way we do them sucks, maybe, but we need it. It's important. It's very important stuff. It's just that the way it's become is very bad, and you know, both sides, every side is controlled by large multinational corporations, and so our voices aren't heard or cared about. I probably have songs about that too, but I'm gonna do this one about writing. We'll get away from the politics for a little bit, because I politics are fine. Politicians suck. That's a good point, Pete. But I'm gonna go to this one because I like to write songs at night, and I don't know about you. In the dark of night, I write my songs, and I wrote a song about writing songs at night. So this is off the Creator, and here we go. In the dark of night.
Searching for the words to say in the absence of the light of day, and it doesn't matter anyway. Exactly who are you to judge? Can't imagine anyone would begrudge. I stay awake with the slime and the sludge. The flame that dances on these words so smudged. Brightens the air like an electric arc, with the magic that will leave its mark. So if you're nocturnal creatures too, and you tap into this mystical room, where the sun is gone and day is through, you know precisely what you must do. I write my songs in the dark of night. Don't know if this is gonna ride. Making music in the middle of the night, and it's alright, alright. And when you're not blinded by the sunshine, they say. Won't hear the nonsense they say. Won't hear the nonsense they say. I write my songs in the dark of night. Don't know if this is good or right. Making music in the middle of the night, and it's alright, alright. I write my songs in the dark of night. Don't know if this is good or right. Making music in the middle of the night, and it's alright, alright.
So that was I write in the dark of night. In the dark of night, I write my songs. So that was supposed to be kind of an 80s type of a thing. I really dig the songs of the 80s. The best time for synth music for sure. I know like probably overall the 90s are better. Like, yeah, I am a child of the 90s, and I love the 90s, but I also love the 80s. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Clayton. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Bear. Thank you, Hambo. All right. Dave says, nah, 80s. Kim says, I've been listening but doing stuff and things. Ooh. Sounds mysterious. Sounds like things that you would do in the dark of night. Anyway. By the way, if you are not subscribed to the Thomas Christ channel, now is a great time to just good for Christmas time. Maybe you just give it a little click. Give it a little click. Give it a little click. That's all you got to do. A little click. Give it a little click. Just a little click. That's all you've got to do. Because you know what? My channel is close to 200 subscribers. That's right. Very, very close to 200 subscribers. And so, like, if you were here a couple weeks ago, Pete Johns crossed. It's nowhere near the 100,000 threshold that he crossed. And then, we like to celebrate all kinds of threshold crossings. I actually don't even really have any good way to check and see. So maybe if somebody happens to notice that I'm over 200, let me know. But we had Pete Johns went over 1,000 on my stream a few weeks ago. It was actually on You Rock. And then Night Train 1988 Al, he crossed the 40 subscriber threshold. And he's another person that, almost everybody here is probably somebody you should be subscribed to. Like, we're among legends here. That's the thing. Like, I'm seeing Dr. Zorders, I'm seeing Kim Harden Hudson, I'm seeing Tremor Bear, I'm seeing John David Lease, and so many more. The Lily Pillies are right in the chat. Like, my goodness. It's like a who's who. It's like going into a bar in LA on a Friday night, you know? Like, that's what this chat is like. It's pretty cool. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna go back to the Virus Infect album, and on that album there was a ballad. A lot of my albums have ballads, and I'm gonna go to this one. It's called Distance. So this is the ballad from Virus Infect, and I dig it. So it's kind of there's a lot of wordplay on this album with some of the terminology that was becoming big in that time period. But at any rate, so I was playing around with the idea of distance and social distancing was kind of the thing, and so yeah, let's get Bear up to 20 subscribers. I don't know how Bear. Of course, Bear's, the thing is with Bear, he puts a lot of his music on SoundCloud and Slaps, I think. So that may be why. Like I don't remember getting too many YouTube links from Bear, but I think Bear, you need to put more stuff up on YouTube. I know it's a little intimidating because there's got to be like a visual component, but like you can just put just a graphic or something. Find a graphic that goes with the music that you're producing and just put it up there. And there's great stuff like Visibel. Visibel's a great app. Lily Pilly says when we woke this morning, views on a new track had doubled to 500 in 2 days. Congratulations. Well, I mean, it's well deserved, and I've seen it in a lot of places already, so I know it's getting out there. All right, let's do this one. This is Distance off of Virus Infect. I haven't done this one in a little while. Just be keeping myself away from everything and everybody. Nothing personal, I just prefer it this way. Dissociated from the world. Sorry that I'm not sorry. I've always been this way. It's just the darkness in me. It's what happens when you try to avoid the pain. Numb and medicated, isolated and free. I like to keep my distance in every situation. Never a reason to get closer than this. I like to keep my distance in every situation. Don't mean to dismiss, but I find this in isolation. My heart of stone is like an iceberg. You'll sink like the Titanic before it melts. That's why it's safer when you keep a healthy distance. Better to catch a glimpse than to be truly felt. I can send a message in the smoke like picking popes. When it's white, you'll know I'm doing alright. Across the room or 2 oceans in time. When you're far, it becomes harder to fight. I like to keep my distance in every situation. Never a reason to get closer than this. I like to keep my distance in every situation. Don't mean to dismiss, but I find this when I'm alone. I like to keep my distance in every situation. Never a reason to get closer than this. I like to keep my distance in every situation. Don't mean to dismiss, but I find this in isolation. That's one of my songs that they with a long instrumental break. So I had to bring the xylophone in. If you weren't around a couple weeks ago, I was at Target and I bought a xylophone in the dollar section. It's proven to be one of the best musical purchases I may have ever made, and it only cost $1. $1 well spent. Thank you, Doctor's Orders. Thank you, Clayton. Thank you, Bear. Thank you, Hambo. Thank you, Kim. Kim loves the ballads, and nobody does ballads better than Kim. Got to check out Kim's new song. I got it queued up for You Rock this week, so stay tuned for that. But Pete says that one always resonates with me. The C word just has an excuse to be just like I always wanted to be. Yeah, exactly. That's so for some of us, we're introverted people, and I have another song called Antisocial, which doesn't make the cut for this week because I'm doing new stuff, but it's off the Antisocial album from 2008. So this fits right in. It's kind of a nicer version of Antisocial. And the pandemic gave me a little bit of an excuse to write this one. Cool. Very cool. All right. Yeah, let's see what we got. So I'm going to go back to the Creator album. We're kind of going back and forth here. So this one's off the Creator, and this one's called Add Chaos, because you need to add a little chaos to your life. I'll tell you what, OBS, I use OBS for this show so I can do some of the fancier stuff, like have the iPad cam and stuff. I can't do that in StreamYard, unfortunately. Well, I mean, I can, but it's a little trickier. Wi-Fi says I'm very introverted. When I'm with people, my battery drains. I have to be alone to charge. Yeah, that. And you ask people that have social anxiety issues, and they're all going to tell you the same thing. That's how it is that I even do this show. I don't know. But I don't know. Performing is different. Like, I can perform in front of people because it's like I'm performing. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's harder to be in just a regular social situation than it is to do something like this. But so OBS, I use OBS for this show, and it added some chaos today when I opened it up because somehow it mixed all my scenes up and changed the titles of them back to what they were before. And Kim says I have a 2-hour social limit, and then I shut down. Yeah, and maybe that's why most of my shows are about 2 hours long. Maybe, could be, I don't know. Although You Rock is starting to get to be about 3 hours, but that's all right. Anyway, let's see here. We're gonna add some chaos. So yeah, I don't know what happened with OBS. It's always been a rock, and today it wasn't a rock, and I don't know what happened. Maybe there's an update that I need to get or something, because it's never done that before. But we're gonna add some chaos to this stream with this track from the Creator called Add Chaos.
Throwing my monkey wrench into every plan, eliciting disaster by my own hands, whisking you all away to my dance, throwing your mind straight for a darkened expanse. A wake-up call for the dead of the night. Make the sounds louder and the lights flash bright. This is a jackhammer inside of your soul, draining your base desire for control. Divide demons, subtract sin. surgery with no anesthetic. Rhythmic brutality is my favorite aesthetic. Screeching nevermore, it's Edgar Allan poetic. Cause you scream, they scream when they hear my scream. The main dream of my scheme is to keep it extreme. The devil down in Georgia finally smashed that damn fiddle. Every mind is scrambled by this hypersonic riddle. Divide demons, subtract saints, multiply mischief, add chaos. Divide demons, subtract saints, multiply mischief, add chaos. Try this, buy that, where's your middle finger at? Try this, buy that, where's your middle finger at? Try this, buy that, where's your middle finger at? Try this, buy that, where's your middle finger at? I need, this is internal combat. Try this, buy that, where's your middle finger at? I need, this is internal combat. Try this, buy that, where's your middle finger at? This can become whatever you need to feel numb. This can begin whenever you want it within. I think that this could really break your brain, and it just might turn you completely insane. There's no divide between the sacred and profane, and you are listening to oral cocaine. I think that this could really break your brain, and it just might turn you completely insane. There's no divide between the sacred and profane, and you are listening to oral cocaine. I think that this could really break your brain, and it just might turn you completely insane. There's no divide between the sacred and profane, and you are listening to oral cocaine. I think that this could really break your brain, and it just might turn you completely insane. There's no divide between the sacred and profane, and you are listening to oral cocaine.
Add chaos. I love that song. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream, Gortium. Just got in from a shit day. This is what I needed. Thanks, Thomas Christ. Feeling better already. That's what I'm here for, really. I've been having I don't know if I'd call it a shit week, but it's been a busy week, which tends to happen around this time of year. Yeah. I'm doing this show on like 3.5 hours of sleep and after over 6 hours of work. But you know what? It's cool though, because I was looking forward to this all week, as I always do. I usually do look forward to this show because, yeah, it's a good release after a week of stuff and bullshit. It's a good release. All right, cool. So we're gonna go back to Virus Infect, and I'm gonna do this one. Pandemic Panic. So you may remember, some of you may remember. So Pete Johns, who's in the chat here, has a Songtember project every year that it's like a homework assignment that he gives to all of us. And we all do our homework assignment in September is to write a song for Songtember. And so this was my Songtember song in 2020. One of these days, I'm gonna have to get, because it's on my iPad. I'm gonna have to get you my Songtember song from 2019, which never really became anything or went. It was just for that, and I never did anything more with it. But maybe I'll have to try and do it on the show. I don't. That's a deep cut. That's a really deep cut. I don't even think I branded that one as Thomas Christ, but anyway, so this was the 2020, and of course it was part of the Virus Infect album, which came out around that time. So, and there is a music video for this one. If you haven't seen it, I make a lot of goofy faces in it, so that's fun. Let's check this out. Pandemic Panic.
Vaccinate in stereo. Quarantine inferno. I can isolate in turbo. Social distancing machine. Got my hydroxychloroquine. Exercise, good hygiene. I wash my hands with kerosene. It's a pandemic, panic, it's infectious. Pandemic, panic, pulsate your plexus. Pandemic, panic, nitrobiology. Pandemic, panic, psychopathology. Pandemic, panic, it's infectious. Pandemic, panic, pulsate your plexus. Pandemic, panic, nitrobiology. Pandemic, panic, it's psychopathology. Hanging out at the testing facility. Masking my abilities. Inoculate hostilities. With clinical utilities. Diagnose my desire. Sterilize with burning fire. Wipe it clean with alcohol. They better medicate us all. It's a pandemic, panic, it's infectious. Pandemic, panic, pulsate your plexus. Pandemic, panic, nitrobiology. Pandemic, panic, psychopathology. Pandemic, panic, it's infectious. Pandemic, panic, pulsate your plexus. Pandemic, panic, nitrobiology. Pandemic, panic, psychopathology. Medical record spinning in a clockwise direction. Bring me the vial, gonna need an injection. I've got something health insurance never will cover. Catch the pen like a kiss from your invisible lover. It's pandemic panic. It's pandemic panic. It's pandemic panic. It's pandemic panic. It's a pandemic panic. It's infectious. Pandemic panic, pulsate your plexus. Pandemic panic, nitrobiology. Pandemic panic, psychopathology. Pandemic panic, it's infectious. Pandemic panic, pulsate your plexus. Pandemic panic, nitrobiology. Pandemic panic, psychopathology.
To this day, I really like performing that song, but I don't know what the hell it's about. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what that song's about. But I realized it can be about like some of these crazy people who are trying to find like every solution to the pandemic except the one that actually works. Because it does mention hydroxychloroquine in there. It's kind of like I should update this one and put like ivermectin in there and all the stuff that's whatever kind of nonsense people. I heard there's a snake even. People are looking at the venom of a snake or something like that. How about just get the vaccine? Shh. I shouldn't say it, but I should say it because yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so that's just I don't know. I don't have any answers about that song. I just like performing it. That's all I know. Anyway, thank you so much, Dr. Zorders. Thank you, Dave. Pete said, "What a relief that we decided to stop panicking." Yeah. The panic kind of served us well at times. Thank you, Hambo. Thanks everybody for being here. Really appreciate it. Got a few more got a few more left to go. We're gonna hit some biggies pretty soon. So now we're at the point of the show where I do stuff that I haven't done and I probably don't know how to do properly, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So there was a song on The Creator called "Burn It Down." I know I like this song. I'm not sure if I remember how to sing it or not. We're gonna find out. At least I'll have the lyrics, so that'll help. So this is it's a little bit of a winging a prayer with this one. But I do like this song. So yeah, let's not do that yet. Anyway, this is "Burn It Down" from The Creator.
Sometimes you gotta destroy your creation with devastation, a celebration consisting of fire and mayhem. Repay them, I'd rather disobey them or display them as they really are. Welcome to my world of the bizarre. Load up the blowtorch, light them up, sit them explode, disrupt. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down with a blowtorch. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down with a blowtorch. Down, burn it down, burn it down. Destruction is a form of construction, a digital abstraction against suction. Bring your enemies down to the knees. It's a squeeze and there's no guarantees that I won't light it on fire, along with hope, promise, all desire. Engulf it all in kerosene. Strike the match and erase the dream. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down with a blowtorch. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down with a blowtorch. The oil and the spark is the pigment. The world is our canvas. We'll paint it black with fire. The gasoline is the oil, and the spark is the pigment. The world is our canvas. We'll paint it black with fire. Blowtorch. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down with a blowtorch. Burn it down, burn it down, get down with a blowtorch. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down with a blowtorch.
Well, I remembered most of it. I usually, Clayton says I usually 100% advise swear curses in lyrics, but Thomas and Kim can pull it off while used properly. It can enhance the lyric. I don't usually advise. So I go with the advice from there's a great well, I have mixed feelings on this guy, but he used to make great music. There is a nerdcore rapper by the name of Rappy McRapperson, and he had a song called "Curse in Your Verses, Not in Your Chorus." So I curse in my verses, not in the chorus. I think he was right about that one. Anyway. Thank you, Doctor's Orders. Thank you, Hambo. Thank you, Clayton. Thank you, Yeah, curse in the verse. Curse in your verses, not in your choruses. Because it's it's awkward when a song comes on the radio and the chorus is bleeped out. That's weird. So it's good advice. It really is good advice. All right, we got let's see, 5 more songs left to go. All right, cool. I'm gonna do this one. This is called "Life Is But a Dream." So we're gonna go back to the My Inferno EP for this one, and let's do this. Yeah. Life is But a Dream. Probably might be my favorite song on the EP. But I really like all the songs. Cool. All right, here we go. This is Life is But a Dream from the My Inferno EP.
Decisions and jumbled reality inside a world that leaves you cold and dead. The highs and lows in a twisted duality. The bipolarity has mangled up your head. When you were looking for a lone thread of sanity, so thin and weak that you can't even hold on. There's nothing real except the greed and the vanity. This twisted dream of life that's halfway gone. Sometimes it seems more like a nightmare, and you can never prepare. Life is but a dream. You miss the big sign flashing. Beware, you froze from the jump scare. Life is but a dream. Come to accept you are nothing but an organism, a clump of matter on a one-way cosmic ride, chasing reward in the rat race of capitalism. You're just a product in a system that can't provide. You grow up, toil in vain, and accumulate debt. They are your owners, now you owe, but you'll never repay. And if there's one thing on which you can safely bet, that this dream becomes a nightmare, and the nightmare starts today. Sometimes it seems more like a nightmare, and you can never prepare. Life is but a dream. You miss the big sign flashing. Beware, you broke from the jump scare. Life is but a dream. If you fall asleep, you may never wake up. You're in way too deep. This world needs a shake up. If you fall asleep, you may never wake up. You're in way too deep. This world needs a shake up. If you fall asleep, you may never wake up. You're in way too deep. This world needs a shake up. If you fall asleep, you may never wake up. You're in way too deep. This world needs a shake up. World needs a shake up. This world needs a shake up. This world needs a shake up. This world needs a shake up. Sometimes it seems more like a nightmare, and you can never prepare. Life is but a dream. You miss the big sign flashing. Beware, you froze from the jump scare. Life is but a dream. Sometimes it seems more like a nightmare, and you can never prepare. Life is but a dream. You miss the big sign flashing. Beware, you froze from the jump scare. Life is but a dream. Life is but a dream.
Life is but a dream. There you go. It's off of the My Inferno EP. Dave says I need to ask TC if I can play with this one and do a remix. Hey, email me. That might be possible. Clayton says I'd love to have Thomas as a frontman in a radical industrial kick arse group. Are you kidding me? This shit is hot. Thank you, Clayton. Thank you, Doc Zors. Thank you, Dave. I've always wanted to have like a full band that could play all this stuff, and I can go out live. And like when I've played live, you may have seen clips that I've played on the channel over the months and years. I just played mainly. I had a guitar player, but other than that, I played with backing tracks. So it was basically like what you see here, except it was live. And probably if I went out to play live again, I don't know if that'll ever happen or not, but if it did, I'd probably play with backing tracks just because the logistics of getting people together and learn all the material is tough. So like Gortium would sign up for that band, but Gortium's in Canada. and you know, people on here, I'm sure there's awesome people that would be great in the band, but they're from all over the world. So like that would work in terms of a collaboration type of a thing, but unfortunately, when it comes to playing shows, you actually do need to have people that are local. Anyway, all right. Clayton says, I've been in rock and roll groups. It's not all it's cracked up to be. See, that's what Finn McKenty did a stream. I don't know if it was a video that he posted on his YouTube channel. And he was responding to something that Glenn Fricker had said, and he was basically saying, like, there's not going to be a lot of bands in the future. It's going to be mainly solo artists because bands rarely ever work out. And now we have the technology to do all this awesome stuff right on a desktop, right on an iPad, even an iPhone. So there probably won't be as many bands as there were in the past. And like Clayton says, I'm happy recording right here. I'm an old dude now. See, and there's a lot of people that are in the same boat as Clayton, and they're probably just going to record stuff on their laptop, on their iPad, iPhone, Mac, whatever they have. And, you know, there's not going to be much need for full bands, and people can still, like, if you want to have drums on a track, you can get in touch with somebody who plays drums and say, do something with this, and then they send it back. There's people already doing that. Just watch it on You Rock. It's already happening. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the future of actual bands. I mean, I suppose they're always going to exist in some way, shape, or form. But a lot of times they're more trouble than they're worth because people don't agree. All right, let's do this one. This is off of the Creator, Trials and Errors.
You're lost and you've been searching for something you can't define. And deep within you're yearning for inspiration from the divine. You know it will never find you if you're too afraid to try. This is what can blind you. If you walk, you'll never fly. These trials and errors might test and mascara or discover a strange road. Mind open, this new mode.
stuck in a rut, don't wanna leave your mind shut. Unlock the damn door, there's so much you can explore.
The chances you haven't taken are closing up your eyes. The bread that you're not baking, you'll never see it rise. Take your mind where it has traveled, open up a fresh new view, tap into another channel of thought. You'll be surprised what might come through. These trials and errors might test and mascara. Discover a strange road, mind open this new mode.
If you're terrified to go, what could be you'll never know. Don't think it, just do it. Open a new eye and look through it.
Why are you so afraid to experience something new when it's so easy to upgrade from all that you outgrew? Change the wiring in your brain and unlock your brand new eye. Stop toiling in vain. Begin to do instead of try.
Understand why. Once your brain gets wired right, it will end your longest night.
These trials and errors might test and mascara. Discover a strange road, mind open this new mode. These trials and errors, these trials and errors, these trials and errors, these trials and errors.
So that was Trials and Errors off of The Creator. Rock and roll. Thank you so much, Doctor's Orders. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Clayton. Thank you, Hambo. Thank you, Kim. What are we talking about? Definitely. Plus, finding a jam space in my town where you don't get noise complaints. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, where are you gonna play? More and more people living in apartments and stuff, and that's a no-go. So you got to find a space. But with doing it on laptop or on cell phone, iPhone, iPad, you can create anywhere. You can literally do it in a plane on your way someplace. Like, it's pretty awesome. All right, got a few more left to go. So I probably don't play this one as much as I should. I did attempt to do this one last week, and I don't know if it all went through, and that's why we're doing some of this stuff again tonight. This is called Virus Infect, the title track of the Virus Infect album. You may have heard it before.
to run. This novel contamination renders useless bombs and guns. Seeping through crack and crevice, foils attempts to sanitize, forms one worldwide infection. Who dies and who survives? Virus infect, virus infect, tick, tick, boom. Virus infect, virus infect, virus infect, tick, tick, boom. Virus infect. Everything is changed and altered. Locked down and fastened shut. Zoomed in YouTube connections. No pants DIY haircuts. Were masked and locked for years now. Can't replace our dinner plates. Bank account drops into oblivion. Sick of starving, we've run out the hate. Virus infect, virus infect, tick, tick, boom. Virus infect, virus infect, virus infect, tick, tick, boom. Virus infect. Dropped on us like a missile, slowly exploding every day, dispersing our words in a ripple. The life we once knew wiped away. Virus infect, virus infect, tick, tick, boom. Virus infect, virus infect, virus infect, tick, tick, boom. Virus infect, virus infect, virus infect, tick, tick, boom. Virus infect, virus infect, virus infect, tick, tick, boom. Virus infect, virus infect, virus infect, tick, tick, boom. Virus infect, virus infect, virus infect, tick, 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 boom. Virus infect.
That was Virus Infect. Thank you, Doctor's Orders. Thank you, Hambo. Thank you, Dave. It's definitely the one people know. I think I burst out onto the scene with that track. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Clayton. Yeah. That's going to be like, one of these days down the road, that's going to be like my cherry pie. I saw somebody talking about, so I actually saw Janie Lane perform not long before he committed suicide. And I guess the thing that haunted this guy, he was, of course, the lead singer of Warrant, and he wrote all these music. He was a great, really good musician. And I guess, like, the specter of cherry pie just haunted him. And so I saw somebody, I don't even remember who it was. They were talking about, like, if you're going to get famous, you have to be prepared to be the cherry pie guy. So that means that you have one song, and you may hate that song, and you may despise that song. And I don't necessarily feel that way about this song, at least not now. But I don't know, like, in 20 years. Well, I still want to do Virus Infect. But that's the thing. So, like, if you become famous, you have to be prepared to have a cherry pie song. Now, for me, like, in my mind, like, I think cherry pie would actually not be the worst thing you could have be famous. Like, I don't know. I kind of dig that song. That's not a bad song. But, you know, but yeah, Kim, yeah, he did, yeah. And, you know, was it just because of that song? He probably had other issues. I don't know. Heavy alcoholic from what I've heard, but yeah, you got to be prepared to be that guy. Actually, I do remember who said all this. I think I don't want to say for sure, but I think it might have been Adam Ragusia, who is also a great. He mostly does like food stuff, but he does other things occasionally. Anyway, yeah. So I got 2 more songs for you tonight, and then we're gonna call it quits because I had to work on my Christmas song. All right, we're gonna do this one. This one's called Mercuric Chrome. It's the final track on the Creator. So let's kick this one into gear, and then I got one more for you. Reach for the deadly Mercuric Chrome. Take a walk with me in my displeasure dome. Disinfect, take all this pain away. Where did I go wrong? Where did I go astray? Just burning fuel on this nowhere road. The more I've had to pay, the more that I owe. I done everything bad. The sting of lies I was fed. I done everything right, and the dream now is dead. Lie I know. The more I try to hide my scars, the more they show. All the things that I created have been destroyed, and there's not much left that I can still avoid. Wearing my soul on my sleeve anymore. If they can't see you die, then you're just a bore.
It's all this shit that I've been forced to bear. Sooner or later, see that no one fucking cares. I done everything right. The sting of lies I was spared. I done everything right. And the dream now is dead. I done everything right. The sting of lies I was spared. I done everything right. And the dream now is dead. I done everything right. The sting of lies I was spared. I done everything right. And the dream now is dead.
Three-hole punch, a comb, plastic comb, a whistling, and I forget what else. There was something else in there too. That's what went into that song. That's the recipe for that song. So thank you, Dave. Thank you, Clayton. Thank you, Dr. Zorders. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, whistling. That's what I did. There was one other thing too, and I can't think of what it was right now. Anyway, the plastic comb, I just went across the tines of it and just went, and then the three-hole punch, I just. So, you never know. Everything and anything is a musical instrument, especially when you're making industrial music. That's what industrial is all about. Found sounds, I think they call it. Anyway, resourceful, exactly. What was Gortium was talking about band. He was in a band called SBD, and we had a song called "It's for Money." Gortium has more bands than anybody I know. Kim's out. Have a good night, Kim. Gortium is a man of many bands. It's kind of amazing. Because every time I get a thing in from Gortium for You Rock, and it's like I recognize the email address. It's the same email address, but it's like some other band. I'm like, oh wow, this is Gortium. He was in that band with Wayek, the Rogaine guy. Yeah, he's got a lot of he's a very energetic guy. he must drink a lot of coffee. That guy. Anyway, yeah, we love some Wayek. All right, so I'm gonna finish off with this one. See, trying to get to songs I tried to do last night. It seems like anyway. It was last week. When I had the unfortunate ending to the stream. The stream decided I was done. Before I was. Anyway, so I'm gonna do this one. We're gonna finish off with Fail Harder. We tried to do it last week. We're doing it tonight. It's happening. I mean, I did it. I heard it. It all happened, but you didn't necessarily. You heard bits and pieces of it. So this is what I'm going to wrap up with tonight. There it is. And, yeah, let's do it.
so fresh and green. You think that you're ready for trouble, but you don't even know what it means. And when it finds you, it will be double. Hope to get it, but prepare for failure, cause it won't be your middle name. Don't be discouraged, don't be dissuaded, and try not to let it drive you insane. If at first you don't succeed, you know you gotta leave. It's all part of the plan, so you better just exhale. You know you're gonna fail, so fail harder. Fail harder. Fail harder. Don't wait, don't you hesitate. A new god isn't crowned in a day. A million battles are what will await you, so you better start your mission today. You will get kicked and punched in the mouth. What doesn't kill you will harden for more. And every failure has a silver lining. Can't reach the sky until you fall to the floor. If at first you don't succeed, you know you gotta bleed. It's all part of the plan, so you better just exhale. You know you're gonna fail, so fail harder. Fail harder. Fail harder. Nobody said this would be easy. Prepare to fall and fail completely, but this will never become your ruin. Don't be a victim of the illusion. If at first you don't succeed, you know you gotta leave. It's all part of the plan, so you better just exhale. You know you're gonna fail, so fail harder. Fail harder. Fail harder. Fail harder. Fail harder.
Yay, the internet worked. That's the best. All right, so we failed harder. Thank you, Dr. Zorders. Thank you, Clayton. Thank you, Bear. Thank you, thanks everyone for being here. Awesome. Dave's an old school mixing engineer who's doing his own stuff now. I'm looking forward to hearing some Dave Fox music in the near future. Maybe it'll be on You Rock, because that's a place. By the way, I think everybody here knows, but if you want to get on the You Rock show, bit.ly/You Rock Submit. That's how you do it. And stay tuned to the channel, and especially my community tab and the Facebook. What's up here? Thomas Christ Music on Facebook. I'm planning tentatively a special Christmas edition of Thomas Christ Live on Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So that would be like, 11 UK time. The link is in the description, bit.ly. And but stay tuned. Going to be a special Christmas edition of Thomas Christ Live. The reason I didn't do it tonight is because I just didn't have the time to prepare properly to do a Christmas Saturnalia sort of thing. That would be cool. And hopefully my new Christmas track will be done so I can play it for you live. So thank you very much. Thank you, Lily Pillies. Have a great weekend, and all of you have a great weekend. And I will see you, if not Monday, probably Monday, but also on Wednesday for You Rock. So get your tracks in. Again, links in the description and pretty much everywhere on my channel. It's not hard to find. Thank you so much. Take care. And of course, as always, keep rocking, everybody. I'll see you.